Guys, I've come to a realization that Destiny 2 is about two different things: loading screens and loadouts. And ever since I've been doing these PvE streams with Sweatsicle and actually playing the game, my loadouts have changed quite a bit. They've gotten, dare I say, a bit better. And a lot of people ask me what sensitivity I run, what my subclass is, all the different specifications of my stat rolls. How many legendary shards are you working with? The glimmer count, enlighten me. The people are always hitting me with, hey, when's the new DPS book coming out? So here I am in a video format showing you all my Destiny 2 setup. And so without further ado, I'm gonna beg for 10,000 likes and let's hop right into that.
Look at this! Look at him! Look how pathetic this guy is!
Alright, so if we're gonna keep it real, my character is not anything special. It probably would be a lot better if I continued to do those weekly PvE streams with Sweat, but the last like 3 weekends I haven't gotten to stream. I've just been busy. But this is what I'm working with for now, and you're gonna notice that my Karnsteins are not masterwork, and that's because I haven't found a random one. Those things are straight out of collections. So my stat rolls as a result are a little bit worse. So I have 44 mobility, 30 resilience, 102 recovery, 47 discipline, 62 intellect, and 41 strength. So if I really wanted to be perfect, I'd shave down more on mobility and allocate that to discipline to get it to 50, and probably more resilience because 30 is not that good, right? I think.
True.
Moving on to the primary, I use the Hawkmoon. That is my weapon of choice, and I do that so that I can run sniper rifle charging on my helmet with a recovery mod, and I don't need to run a hand cannon targeting mod. The main reason I would run one is to get the increased ADS speed, but my Hawkmoon has snapshot, so I don't need to do that, which is kind of nice. So it frees up another perk slot. I like the Hawkmoon because I feel like I can hit the most consecutive shots with it easily because of the paracausal rounds perk from the Catalyst, where each time you hit a headshot, you get more handling, faster reload speed, and more weapon range. My sniper of choice is the Uzume RR4. Unfortunately, I'm not even high enough light level to do GM, so it's not an adept one. I apologize. But it's got fluted barrel, accurized rounds, snapshot, dragonfly, and a stability masterwork, and I love it. It feels snappy enough, and that's probably because I run it with double sniper rifle dexterity. I got really used to the high zoom on it to the point where when I use a low zoom sniper now, it feels kind of weird, honestly, and it's hands down my favorite. It's got good handling, good stability, good range, and I love it. For the power, we can pretty much throw it out the window because I don't ever pick up heavy.
My name is Patrick Bateman. I'm 27 years old. I believe in taking care of myself, in a balanced diet and a rigorous exercise routine. In the morning, if my face is a little puffy, I'll put on an ice pack while doing my stomach crunches. I can do 1,000 now.
Now, this is a big one. This is the Sparrow that I run with. So this thing is called the Micro Mini. It's got a quadruple clutch transmission. It's got a 4-barrel combustion engine, 28 horsepower. I mean, this thing is lightning fast. So I use Top Tree Voidwalker, which gives me Bloom, so all of my Void ability kills will make them explode, and it can cause like a chain reaction. Cataclysm, this is the one where the Nova Bomb will just track people essentially, which honestly is not that good, but I don't really care. Chaos Accelerant, so this is what allows you to overcharge your grenade, which makes it do a lot more damage. And then the melee Entropic Pole, strike an enemy with this melee ability to drain your enemy's life force and use it to recharge your grenade. And then for movement, I'm using Burst Glide, I'm using a Healing Rift, and then sometimes I use Axion Bolts, sometimes I use Scatters, and sometimes I use Void Grenades. They're honestly just good in different situations. Axion Bolts are really good for trials when people are camping, especially paired with the Overcharge ability from Top Tree Nova. Scatter is fun and it's good. I kind of just mix it up, honestly. Fellas, this is the fun stuff. This is the exhilarating stuff. We're going over keybinds. So for sensitivity, I use a 8 sensitivity with 1.1 ADS sensitivity modifier, and I also use 400 DPI on my mouse. Shoot is left click, reload is R, melee is E, hold zoom is right click, light attack is left click, heavy attack is right click, jump is the space bar, hold sprint is shift, hold crouch is C, class ability is mouse 4. I just have it bound to F4 so that I can use it as a keybind in Vegas. Air move is both up on the scroll wheel as well as down on the scroll wheel. Interact is F, grenade is mouse 5, super is Q, stasis breakout is V, kinetic weapon is 3, energy weapon is 4, and power weapon is 2. Now, as far as the equipment I am using, the mouse I'm using is a G Pro Super Light, and I run it at 400 DPI. I've been using it for a while now. Before that, I just used the normal G Pro, so I'm completely used to it and I love it. And then the keyboard that I'm using is a GK64. It's also been called a GK65, but they both look the same. It is a hot swappable mechanical keyboard, and the hot swappable part means that I can swap the key switches on it anytime I want. I've been using it for nearly 2 years now, so a very long time. The casing is metal, so it's very heavy and sturdy, and I love it. It's lasted lots of hours, I guess you'd say. And then my main monitor is a BenQ EX2780Q, which is actually something that BenQ sent me like over a year ago, and I didn't use it for a while because it was 144 hertz and I was playing on a 1080p 240 hertz monitor. But then when I wanted to upgrade my content and move to 1440p, I plugged it in and it's awesome, and I've been using it ever since. And I guess in the meantime, I will show you some other weapons I use, because obviously I don't only use this. I'll also sometimes run the contingency plan, which has arrowhead brakes, steady rounds, firmly planted, and kill clip with a reload speed masterwork, a widow's bite with corkscrew rifling, tactical mag, firmly planted opening shot, and a handling masterwork. The thorn, obviously, the last word at times. I also have an Eye of Soul with arrowhead brakes, steady rounds, killing wind, snapshot, and a range masterwork. And a whole lot of stuff in my vault that I hardly use. Also, I realized I was stupid. I never even went over what the Karnsteins do.
What an idiot! Oh, what a loser!
But the reason I love them is that when you get a melee kill, it will trigger health regeneration. So in something like Trials, where one death could make or break a whole game, being able to clutch rounds by getting a melee kill and health regenning is a big tool. So maybe if I was only running Control, they wouldn't be as valuable, but just as an overall exotic, I wanted to swap to them and no longer be used to transversive steps. And since then, I've loved them. I'm stuck using the one that I got from Collections, unfortunately.
But I'm not done yet. Call right now and I'll triple the...
And so that is it, guys. I get a lot of questions asking me about this sort of stuff when I stream, and I haven't made one of these either ever or just in a really long time, and I figured, what better excuse to buy a $10 model of the French painter hat and throw it in a thumbnail?
It's free real estate.
Probably the best decision I've ever made in my life. So thank you so much for watching. If you ever wondered about these things, hopefully I answered all of your questions. Thank you so much for watching, and hopefully I will see you guys in the next video that I upload. Bye. Does the beret matter for the new thumbnail? Can't find a good free modal. Jamlex. What a stupid question. Of course it matters.